Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Mike Colleen at MikeColleen.com. Right now, what I'm doing, I've got a bunch of nutrition videos, super short videos, 3-4 minutes on average. Some are a little bit more, 5 minutes. Super short videos to give you a very simple way to get healthy. Okay, so those are going to be uploading every night. And what I'm also going to start doing right now is I'm going to start uploading separate videos, mostly on personal development, kind of along the lines of the narcissist and abuse and stuff. Okay, so those are going to be kind of like the one I really want to talk about is, got a note here, I'm not going to do it in this video, is how to feel good about yourself and emotional freedom. I think that's really important. It's something that I'm at this level of just emotional freedom now, and it feels really good. And it really dawned on me the other night how important it is to feel good about yourself. You know, I call it internal awareness and self-love, something I've been coaching people in for, oh God, over 25 years now, at least over 20 years. That's been a real big thing because when you have self-love, everything else around you starts to fall into place, okay? So one of the things I do with that is I actually use my actual energy to help your energy to drop down, because a lot of people have been so up in their head that they've kind of forgot what it's like to be down in their body, okay? So let's move on to what this video is about right now. This video is about something happened. It was, I think it was last night or the night before. I'm trying to remember if it was the night before. I think it was last night. I live really close to the Golden Gate Bridge, San Francisco. So the bay is right back here, about 1.5 miles away. So I go out there pretty much almost every day. And I went out there the other night, and I haven't really been in the spiritual zone like I normally am lately. I've been more working and more kind of in my left brain, just, you know, doing mechanical stuff on my car. I think you've watched some videos where I'm having fun working on my car, and it's a new hobby for me now, okay? So I was out there just to, no real reason, just to get out, get some fresh air, and I was really open and really grounded. And the full moon, we're not there yet. The full moon's going to be in Scorpio, by the way. Coming up, I think it's like in, I don't know, 5 days or 6 days or something like that. I'm not exactly sure where it's at right now. So as it starts to move in that direction, for me personally, when I'm in a relaxed mood, I just open up. And so I was by the water, and I'm looking at my notes in a second here, and I felt something, and it felt really good. The water was just smooth. The moon was right straight up, so high tide, but the water wasn't crashing in. It was just smooth all the way across the bay, and I was like, it caught my attention. I felt something right here, and it just kind of opened me up, and I kind of like, oh, like it's for those of you who've been following me for a couple of years, before this whole coronavirus hit, the year before, I was saying, hey, something's coming, something's going to hit. And this was even before they knew about it in China. And it's coming, it's going to come fast, and it's a big thing. It's going to change the world. So I tend to get these feelings. Now, this one is not as big as that. It's not as powerful as that. Well, let me look at my notes, and I'll try to clarify a little bit. So I was by the ocean last night. Water was smooth, and the sky was kind of a bit, it wasn't heavy, but it was like a damp kind of like, I don't know how to explain that energy. I don't want to say mucky because it wasn't a bad energy. Almost like a blanket, kind of a nice feeling. The feeling that I got from it was, number one, that there's a shift coming, okay? And I don't have the clearest feeling on it. I don't think it's a bad shift, though. It might be, but I don't think it is. The energy was so smooth and so relaxing. I think this is going to be kind of a nice, relaxing shift that's happening. And I think it's going to be for the better. I think people are going to finally relax, because people have been pretty stressed since this whole coronavirus thing back in last year, February, March, the whole masks and everything. And okay, I do want to say something on that. This might be kind of detracting, or it's not really, it's part of it in a way. All right, so we talk about narcissist abuse, right? There are evil entities in some people, and those are the narcissists, okay? And, man, there's an evil, I don't want to use that word anymore in this video. There's an evil energy on the planet Not all people, not everywhere. It's not, I don't want to say, oh my God, it's everywhere. It's not what I'm saying, but it does exist. And in order for them to, now here's the thing, I've heard this stuff before. I've read it in books. I went to seminars, they bring it up. Okay, whatever. Like one of the biggest things they taught us in Hawaii was there's basically two emotions. There's fear and there's love. And every emotion you have falls underneath those. Well, happiness, that falls under love. Peace falls under love. Comfortable falls under love. Under fear, you've got, anxiety, fear, stress, anger, hate. All those words fall under fear. So one thing they were telling us is that, I'm going to put in my words, this is not the word they use, but it's like, I'm going to use the whole narcissist thing and those, I don't know what you want to call those. I don't even want to say the word anymore. Is they feed off of your fear. This is why narcissists become experts at triggering you to go into fear states, because when you're panicking, you're literally, it's like you open up your energy field or chakras, and they literally suck off of it. And the more they can get you into a negative state, whether it's anger, frustration, fear, hate, it's like you're pumping your energy into them, and they're like, yeah, this feels great. In order for that to exist, they have to put the planet in a fear state. This isn't new. I'm sure a lot of you have heard of it. Some of you have heard it even in church. Okay? Love is the answer. Love cuts off all of their fuel supply. Once we get the earth to a state of love, they can't exist because it's like they have no more food. That's what's going on the planet. So I don't think we are. I can feel it. We are shifting, and we have been shifting like since almost the beginning of time. And we're shifting more and more into a loving space. Now we are just going through this tunnel, and I think we're coming out of it is what I think is. We're finally going into the next age, the age of Aquarius cycle. Because when you go from one age to another, there's going to be a state of years, maybe decades, where there's it's chaotic, right? And what narcissists do is they purposely do evil things. They hurt people. They scare people. They do horrendous things. Because if you can keep I forgot the phrase, the word for it. If you can keep the earth plane on a state of fear, they're powerful. They can feed off of it. It's almost, how to say this? It's like a mind game. Learn how to be in a loving state no matter what happens. That is their worst nightmare. They don't want that. If you can realize that, then the whole tide will shift all the way back. Now, here's a cool thing about you. If you can learn to stay in a very emotionally grounded state of love, they can't attach to you. They're just like, you're like this bubble of energy. They want it. They want that energy, but they can't feed off of it until they trigger you, hurt you, do things to you. When you realize, it's like a little child. You just look at them like, really? Wow. It's kind of like when you overcome the fear and you see them, you're like, wow, I see what they're doing now. So anyways, this is the video. I know it's kind of an odd video, but I want to throw that out there. And I want to throw one more quick thing. I know I kind of got away from doing the nightly talks I was doing. Not nightly, but once or twice a week. If you guys want me to do more of those, tell me what you want me to talk about. Do you want me to talk more about this subject or another subject? I'm kind of coming full circle, coming around to it's almost time to start doing videos along that. So I'm going to be kicking the health and nutrition videos. I've got a lot of them. It's not more than 7 or 8. A lot of quick videos coming out. I'm going to start just adding videos probably on dating, relationship coaching, communication between men and women. Maybe I might go back to the narcissist thing. Okay, here's what I really want to take this direction. After my last healing, integration, it's like I popped out of it. It's like, life's good now. And it's a really good thing for you guys to see, wow, he's different. Something's changed, okay? Because I'm not in that state of, narcissist, raw, narcissist, right? Because the whole goal is to be like, okay, I've learned what I had to learn. I've healed what I have to heal. Now it's time to move on, all right? There's a phrase, I remember I heard it in Hawaii at the 5-week training. I heard it before, but they really nailed it. It was like, you get what you focus on, so focus on what you want. energy flows where awareness goes. Now, Tony Robbins has slightly changed that to energy flows where focus goes. Focus is this. I'm more of an open person, okay? More of the internal, more of a spiritual kind of thing. So regardless, it is true. Wherever you focus is where your awareness goes, okay? So here's another one. You get what you focus on, so focus on what you want. These are some simple and powerful patterns. What I'm saying is, as long as you keep focusing on narcissist abuse, I mean, how much can you learn? It's like you can only learn so much. It's like, I get it. When I meet people, I watch for red flags, I pay attention, but I'm not all freaked out and panicked. Oh my God. And if they turn out to be a jerk or a dickhead or an evil entity, then yeah, see you. I'm out. All right. So what I'm suggesting is you need to start dreaming again. You need to start focusing on what you want. Like, what do you want out of life? Do you want a new car? Do you want more money? Do you want to start a business? Do you want to be happier? Do you just want, like, okay, one of my big things in life is I want to feel good. I want to feel good about myself. When I physically feel good, like, taking minerals and drinking water, and I'm healthy, I can do anything. That's why I like to feel good. And another thing, when it comes to manifesting, when you have good emotions, that's what you're going to manifest. It's really simple. Again, Tony Robbins, a long time ago, he goes, look, you have to become the expert at making yourself feel good. And it kind of caught me weird. And then I went to these NLP trainings, and they were saying the same thing. And I was like, because I was an athlete, got to be tough. So it wasn't about feeling good. It's about winning, through all the pain, right? Well, even when I was in a lot of pain, there was like this adrenaline that was going on. There was this sense of like, I've got focus, I've got purpose, and it felt good to wake up in the morning at 5 a.m. and go jog 7 miles, or lift weights for an hour, or whatever. I would jump out of bed, and I know people around me, like probably my brothers and sisters, like, how do you do that? Well, one thing you learn in personal development is when you have goals that you really, really want, your energy just comes up and you're like, I've got to do this. I have to wake up. You are willing to do it. It's not like, oh, I'm going to do it because I got to do it. It's not because you got to do it. You want to do it. Suddenly all the things that everyone hates to do, like get up early in the morning, go jogging in the snow when it's 15 degrees below zero, and literally the snow is about 2.5 feet high, even on the sidewalks. You want to do it. That's how you know you're on path. Okay. So I'm going to end this video here. My next video, I'm going to talk about feeling good about yourself, because it's beyond what Tony Robbins and NLP people were saying. It's like, it's more along the lines of self-love and internal awareness. Now, okay, let me say this. All these things I'm talking about, I physically teach you how to do it. Now, being internal is hard, especially in the modern world with all this technology, because that's all left brain external. It's very hard to become emotionally grounded. Ask any woman. Women work on it. And men are like, what do you mean emotionally grounded? What does that mean? Well, if you become emotionally grounded, women are going to want to be around you. They're going to come around because it helps them to relax and it feels good. Children relax. Animals will come. Wild animals. Okay, I'm going to quick story and I'll get off here. And I said it in videos about a month or about 3-4 months ago, but I ground myself all the time. I go to the park at night all the time. Well, go out to this park and there's a mama deer with her little baby deer that's about, 3-4 months old at most. And she suddenly comes running across, not fast, but kind of jaunting across. And she stops about, 8 feet from me or something like that, maybe 10 feet. And she looks at me and I'm like, what? And then she pushed her baby, kind of nudged her baby down. The baby just laid down, and she looked at me again. Then she looked across the park, and she just bolted. And I didn't see it, but there was a coyote over there. She was chasing off the coyote, and she left the park. She was gone. She left the baby with me because she trusted me with her baby to protect it. When you're emotionally grounded, it feels good, and the animals around you. Here's what it is. When you're emotionally grounded, you are now in the same energy field as them. Now, let me make it more scientific, because it is. You're operating off of your right brain system is what it is, not the logical, linear, external left brain system. So when you're in the right brain system, it's connected to your body and your 5 senses. That's where animals live. When they see that you're like that, they're like, oh, it's like you have instant rapport. All right. Hey, this is Mike Colleen at MikeColleen.com. I've got a video, actually. It's in one of the video shorts at the bottom of my YouTube channel with a deer. I don't know if I got to watch, because YouTubers doing these new shorts, so they just added that all by themselves. They took my short videos and put them up. I didn't do that. So I think there's another video where a mama deer literally comes up where I live and brings her baby, and I pet it. I don't know if it was that one or if there's another one, but watch the video. I'll see you guys in the next video. We're going to talk about just feeling good about ourselves and freedom. See you in the video. Bye.